information center. So we could get a national park pass for $10 and get into the fort for $10.
She said it was a lifetime.
An archaeological dig reveals some blue pipes. It reminds us of Lucca a little bit. Well, hi, we're at the Castllo De San Marcos. The last time I was here was with my family, and that was back in 1972. We were staying in Daytona Beach and we made a day trip here, and I was just a miserable 14-year-old who didn't want to be here and wanted to stay on the beach and stare at girls in bikinis. But now almost 39 and a half, almost 40 years later, here we are, and a whole different perspective on it, and I'm actually not miserable, and I'm glad to be here. And we'll be walking over that bridge to get into the fort, and maybe we'll take a stroll along the outside of the fort too.
They asked people not to touch it, and there's that old lady touching it.
I'm gonna sue her ass.
Yeah. Okay, so now I need to...
You got a national parks pass.
Yeah, finally, yeah. You know what? And he said something, what was he going to give me, a refund or something maybe?
I don't know.
For my, or maybe...
if you had the receipt.
I wouldn't have even had to pay the $10
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, Linda said that held up well. Well, you gotta feel good.
Look at this gate.
It's the mighty chain taker-upper that lifts up the gate.
Is that copper? Yeah, that's copper.
Oh, you're inside the sliding.
Yeah.
Hi.
Do you use that gate anymore?
What?
Is that gate? Is
That's
that
the gate we close every night.
Wow.
Kind of heavy.
Yeah, okay.
So it seems kind of small in here.
Why are the bars on the windows? Bars on the windows? They did the whole ground. 1972. Governor Sandoya and Castllo De San Marcos. 5 weeks later, another.
Royal coat of arms was installed in 1762. It was brought over from Cuba. That's how the floor would look if they didn't bother smoothing it out using a tabby floor. Tabby floor is a monolithic slab composed of lime and sand. Cannon stuffers. This is an exploded cannon.
The cartridge was torn open, and a small amount of gunpowder was poured into the pan on the side of the flintlock. The soldier then inserted the cartridge into the barrel and rammed it down.
Well, if you stare at it the right way, you can see the ghost image of probably a coat of arms or a seal or something on the wall there.
Riding broke out in downtown St. Augustine. That's about
This is a chapel room here.
This storeroom, roofed with 3 walls 10 feet thick, was a safe place to keep gunpowder. But the dampness here forced the Spanish to build a drier place with more space and ventilation.
Gunpowder
When
room.
strong new vaulted ceilings were installed in 1739, this small hallway and powder magazine were sealed off by the Spanish. Nearly 100 years later,
Okay, look at here first.
because trash and bone
Go in there.
we began calling these rooms abandoned. Our work plans have always shown the location of this power store, and there is no evidence that it was ever used for anything else.
Wow, I had to basically crawl through an opening to get in.
Nearly 100 years later, American soldiers broke the ceiling of the old hallway, moving their heavy cannon on the gun deck. And these rooms
So this room here was accessed by a stairway that went to the top, but it was plugged up. What thing?
This, what is it?
Is that metal or wood?
No, it's a stone.
It's just stone. I don't know.
Now, the metal there, I think, has been put there just to keep
Yeah,
from falling down on people's heads.
right. So this was a gunpowder storage room.
Yeah, remember, where were we? At Fort George, I guess, that they had that little
Uh-huh.
everything. That gunpowder was
And it was
so-
accessed by a stairway that I showed in the last shot that was plugged up.
Where's the stairway?
I thought you said there was a stairway here.
Oh, yeah, there was a stairway in here somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't see any signs of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was,
Deteriorated.
I think it was-
You know what? There's holes.
yeah.
Oh, like an arrow?
So there's a wedge. The red stripe, huh? What's that significant
You
of?
know what, if you look, you can see there's actually a double line of the wood.
It's a ghost image of a red stripe.
Oh, and there's bigger scallops on the top. Look at it. Look at it. Wow, it's really starting to pop out now.
Yeah. And that was just a common decoration.
Probably. There's a lot of that in the. Look at the handles on that. You can see through this. Run from a line. Like, what is this? Vomitoriums. In the vomitoriums, they had it set up, but it was hooked up to the aqueduct, and so the water would be forced underneath, just like this.
Right away. So this was the bathroom. A well underneath connected to the ocean and swept out the debris with the tide. No. So this was built later. It used to be a smooth incline.
That's probably it. The old incline.
Yeah, and drainage now.
Go down there and look around.
Yeah, it's an exhaust of some. It's kind of like plaster.
maybe it's 7. I thought that it was IZZ, and it's 177. I think 1774. But I saw the LDIZZI.
No.
Out of the corner of
You
my
thought
eye.
it said Baldizzi?
Yeah, I thought, I was like, wait a minute, and I saw the B. I had to stop and look at it.
Yeah, this reminds me of the St. George's Castle in Lisbon.
It sounds like plastic.
Plastic, yeah, like the or lead. I think it's lead. The new floor molding.
Tap it and hear how it sounds.
Yeah, I heard the thud,
It doesn't sound like lead.
but it is obviously it's a later edition. It's a big mortar. This is a lot bigger than that last one. Just for reference, it gives you an idea how big it is. It's a 16-inch bronze mortar constructed in Barcelona in the mid-18th century. You can see downtown St. Augustine from here. Yeah, it was like a first line of defense before the fort. And it extended quite a ways out from the fort.
Just the San Sebastian River.
And that is the old city gate that was protected by this first defense. I think they might be firing a cannon soon here.
Maybe we'll do that because it's 450 years.
This is from, it's this 9-inch mortar, bronze mortar from Seville. This is another Barcelona.
This was made in Barcelona?
This was captured during the Spanish-American War.
You can see downtown St. Augustine in this.
Read this. Come and look.
This is a world where you don't go to the beach, you don't learn how to swim.
These turrets were painted red, and you can still see some of the red. Yeah, my head would hit the top.
You had to squat down to look out.
Yep.
It's just at the right height for me.
Yeah, well, you walk around with this thing loaded, so you've got a hammer stall.
What's this room? Do you know? Kind of looks like a.
Life in the guard room.
There's a fireplace in the corner. So this is like a rubbing taken off the wall. Over here, I don't know if you can see it, but I can with my own eyes.
They obviously have something else.
Yeah, there's books in the
In the
bookstore
bookstore,
that
ma'am.
you should. It's very nice. A lot of people trying last time.
Did they hook something to that, their chain, and just pull on?
Yeah, probably. Looks like it still works.
Yeah, they restored it. You can,
So you just press down on that end to lift the bridge. And we thought this was a barbecue pit.
I didn't say that.
I did. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was for picnics. Much more serious. They heated up cannonballs and shot them at wooden ships. I wonder if those dimples are from shots fired by opposing soldiers.
That's salt water out there, right?
Yes, it is. You can smell it. The salt water. So the moat probably got filled with water at some point. This looks like something you'd see in a Beatles movie. This path. Like, you can see the remnants of the red paint. So do you think it made it out of 60s today? Temperature wise? Probably not. It's breezy.